Hello there, welcome back to the clinic. So we have a fresh range of tests and unique charts to check your eyes with. We have around 11 different areas to explore. I know you're enjoying coming to the clinic and seeing these tests and having them performed. First things first is hand sanitisation. Now, the most important thing when it comes to eyes is vision. There is a new chart behind me, so please cover your left eye with the palm of the left hand. And you'll notice that on the chart we have pictures on this new chart. I want you to look at the smallest row that you can make out and then say the pictures on that row, please. Okay, cover the other eye and then please attempt the smallest row again by saying those pictures. Marvellous, thank you. Is it clear with both eyes together? It should be, because with the two eyes together we usually have an improvement in vision or visual acuity. Excellent, that's the first area, although I'll revisit this chart in a second. What I would like for you to do is test out some cleansing antibacterial solution for the eyes, although we apply this with the eyes closed. So if you're suffering with styes, blepharitis, dry eyes, or conjunctivitis, or a combination, this may be of use to you. Okay, I'll apply to closed eyes, so close the eyes please. Okay, just give that a few moments, you should find it refreshing. Okay, what's your thoughts on those, on the spray there? Yes, I've tested it myself and I find it quite refreshing. Would you say, looking at the chart, that it looks a little bit clearer since I've applied the spray? Okay, just have one more go at the smallest row, please. Thank you. Right, I'm going to move on to some ocular health checks. Now, with the hotter weather we are enjoying around the world, that comes with the ultraviolet that can damage the eyes. And I have this new grading scale here that shows some of the damaging effects of ultraviolet on the eyes. So we have pinguecular, pterygium, and possibly cortical cataracts, as well as potential for lid carcinomas, which we must always look for. But following this scale, I'm going to try and look for any pinguecular, pterygium, or cortical cataracts. If there is, I'll grade them. If there is nothing, he will be grade 0. The key is to look over my shoulder into the distance, please. So pinguecular, looking at the nasal and temporal surfaces. Look to the left. Look to the right. Straight ahead, please. I'll go a bit closer for the cornea checks, looking for any pterygium, which is often described as like a wing-shaped growth, and encroach the visual axis in the worst case scenario. Right, and just looking around for any cataract, specifically cortical. Excellent, that's the right eye. Pinguecular analysis for the left. Look over my shoulder, please. Look at the poster if you wish. Look right, temporal, look left, nasal. Excellent. Cornea. Open the eye wide. And crystalline lens. Excellent. So for the pinguecular, grade 1, nasally, right and left. So they can be triggered by ultraviolet concentration on the conjunctiva. So where are we? Right, left, grade 1, nasally. Pterygium in the second category there, as you can see, the potential to grow across the cornea. Thankfully, grade 0 there. And no evidence of any cortical cataracts, right or left, so that's grade 0, excellent. So that's the cumulative effects of ultraviolet on the eyes scale. Thank you very much. It's one of my new favourites. That leads us nicely to some ultraviolet blocking lenses. I'm going to show you some potential coloured tints for your glasses or sunglasses. I want you to pick your two favourites and then we'll consider those in new sunglasses. So there's your first selection of solid tints. First and second choice, please. Yes, go for the colour that most excites you. Right. And next, how about a graduated tint? Select and 2. And select 2 from the fashion tint range there, please. Sorry about the light. Getting some reflections there. You can even have the tint of your country of choice there. And finally, what about a polarised tint? Just select one, please. Yeah, polarised lenses are very good. I think they cut out the horizontal light reflections, thus giving you sharpness and more clarity. Excellent for fishing. You can see below the waters a little bit better. I will certainly be recommending those to Jeremy Wade when I see him next. So solid tints you selected as to graduated fashion. And finished with the polarised. Excellent. Right, I know you've had the Ishihara colour vision test performed plenty of times, but I don't think I've shown you the Concise edition here. So, as always, if you see a number on the plate, just say the number, not the colour, please. Go from left to right as well. And the next plates. Okay, that's fine. And the left one. And then without touching the page, with your finger close to it, just trace the pathway there, please. Okay, and trace these two pathways if you see two, please. Really good work there. Right, we have a selection of new near vision charts that previously haven't used or new. But first we'll do a Snellen equivalent on this chart. So we want 35 centimetres. Okay, binocularly. What is the smallest row of letters you can make out there, please? Okay, and how clear is the print there? What about the music score? And the descriptions there? How clear is this labelled diagram looking? And what about the map just adjacent there? Wonderful. And then we just have some near chart print there. What's the smallest you can read at this distance? Excellent work there. Are things looking clear on this chart? Lovely. I would like to focus my attention on your tears, specifically the tear meniscus, or the tear river, which I can visualise with some blue light and yellow dye in dimmer conditions. So if you look up for me, I'll put some yellow dye into the right and to the left. Allowed to try and grade the height of the tear river or tear prism and check the regularity of the meniscus, sorry, of the river too. So let's dim the house lights. Okay, please look off into the distance with some blue light. That is about 1 to 2 mil in my estimation. Try and keep your focus, please. And nice and even. And for the left, look straight ahead, please. That's even, and that's 1 to 2 millimeters. Right, just relax for a second. Right, what do we have next? Not a test per se, but I want to show you this prism bar here. So we can always use these to balance things out when it comes to the eyes. So if you have a binocular vision problem, phoria, tropia, anything that's giving you problems, we could always obviously measure the amount of prism required to make life more comfortable and easier for you. You can get stick-on prisms for your glasses, known as Fresnel prism, or you can have that prescribed into your spectacles with caution. I do have a scale in my hands that you haven't seen in this clinic before. This is the Martin Schultz Iris Colour Grading Scale. Just have a look. Okay, I don't think we need any explanation of what we use this for. What I have to do is grade and give it a number. So look straight ahead into the distance. Focus on the iris there. Have a little look earlier, indirectly. Some of these shades, as you can see, are very similar. There's not too much disparity from one to the next. I think we have our answers there that we require. We can have a combination of colours if we have two-tone. Right, this is a new test we haven't previously performed. I'm going to check your sensitivity to light, or photophobia levels, using 3 brightnesses over the ophthalmoscope. I want you to rate the level of light sensitivity that you feel, ranging from 1, which is a trace or hardly any, 10 being it is extremely photophobic. Alright? So let's just get the light levels. We have full, we have 50%, the ophthalmoscope, so let's go with 50 first. Cover the left eye. This is a monocular test. So I'll give that a rating out of 10. Next I'll go to 100% brightness. And please rate the brightness or light sensitivity to the blue light there. Cover the right eye with the palm. Okay, through the left, just grade the photophobia level here. At 50% of ophthalmoscope brightness. And at 100%. And with the blue light. Okay, uncover the eye and relax. Allow your eyes to recover. Let's have a look. I was going to do a rate of reading test with coloured overlays, but I think I'll save that for next time, due to the fact you've had some bright lights in your eyes today. One other question, this is regarding contact lenses. Please select your top 2 favourite coloured contact lens tints that you would like, or if you had to choose, that you would choose. Excellent. So that concludes that range of tests. Yes, you may have had some of these tests performed before, but not with the specific grading scales that you saw and charts. So I will give you a call when we have a new batch of tests and new pieces of equipment to check you with. I'm sure you'll be back. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you next time.